Day 6. It's gonna be done tonight. I think the live stream chat tonight will be the end of my birthday week celebration. Yeah, because I want to spend the day tomorrow, Sunday, doing family stuff. Maybe we won't be home at all. So to mark today's occasion, we're gonna do a couple of things. Now it's cold again, and while I'm not a fan, I know at least 10 plants that don't mind it. Now these need to be cold stratified at the least. They have been sitting in the fridge all winter long, but they can probably get a nice boost if they're out here in the garden while we ramp up into the spring season. So in no particular order, we have some stuff we've already tried, like marshmallow, some stuff that are new to us. St. John's wort. Poppies. I also have to find the other poppy that I was gifted. What's this one? Lavender hyssop. Columbine. Bells of Ireland. These are alyssums. Basket of gold. Royal carpet. And pure pastel blend. Lavender, because it failed miserably in the indoor sow. What do we got? Snapdragons. I have a few other packets, but I want to use this one up. And then more sweet peas, because the ones I already have going are pathetic. So more sweet peas. So that's about 10, which is how many gallons I punched holes in. If I need more, obviously I'll get more. Easy enough since I hoard that stuff. All right, let's get going. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have to fill these up first. Not that you would know, but I had to take quite a break there to get the labels ready. And I did decide to get a few more, 3 to be exact, containers. Because I remembered I had a couple other seeds I wanted to put in. And I did purchase a garden marker last year, was it? For these purposes. So most of these seeds are going to be tiny and just need to be surface sown. And I'll also be a little more liberal with some of them. I also pre-moistened it, even though we're going to be expecting a lot of rain, so I didn't like soak the darn things. But I pre-moistened it so that at least the top is moist, which is where the seeds are going to be, instead of watering it afterwards and dispersing the seeds everywhere. So it's partially moistened. The rain coming this week is going to saturate this thing, and I'm sure I'm going to lose some seeds in the cracks. Well, not lose them, but they're going to end up in the cracks. I've had that happen a couple of times over the years. That one was a little bit of annoying because the plastic was holding on to static and the seeds would not drop. So I probably have a whole bunch of seeds in one spot. So Bells of Ireland is a little more noticeably larger size. So this you would want to put in the soil a bit. But instead of pressing them into the soil, I'm just going to put soil on top of them. So if you are liking a certain flower, in this case, it would be nice to have it bloom, all year long or all season long. So look at your varieties. This will be an earlier one at maturing 55 to 60 days and then maturing at 80 to 90 days. So you'll have continual blooms. St. John's wort is the one that's toxic to, what do you call them other than goats? And while most animals, like your cat and dog variety, know better than to eat poisonous things, for the most part, goats and maybe even sheep, ruminants, is that what they're called? Well, certain animals not so smart, so certain things you keep away from certain things. And since I have a pesky dog, I have to go through the trouble of keeping them out of her way. So one thing I wanted to try out last year but didn't get a chance to is to use burlap as my grow bag, basically. So these are your run-of-the-mill sacks, like jumping races sacks. They're not very durable. The holes are pretty big, so soil or whatever is gonna go through them pretty easily. So not really ideal for planting, honestly. But what I did is fold it into itself, so it's like double layered. I'm gonna use the crate to keep its composition, its structure, and then this is gonna be for potatoes. So I'm gonna take some spent hay or straw as my fill, pretty much. So this is broken up quite a bit. You got like dirt, more or less, like from worms and other things eating at it. So I wish it would go over, but I think it's a little bit small for that. So it's not cooperating as I would like. So I have about 4 inches in there. Now I'm going to put a couple of potatoes in here and see how it goes. So I'm going to do 3 little potatoes in here. I don't know if that's too much or not. And since I don't trust this method quite completely, I am going to put some real soil in here. So let's position the potatoes. And now the dirt. Plus the soil has, some nutrients to it. Then we'll cover the rest with more straw. And then we'll top it off as the plant starts growing up, or hill the potato, as they say. So it's gonna sit here for a little while. The dog can't get to it with all the pots in the way. And then these other crates are also gonna be made into potato crates, but not today because they have stuff in them and I have to fiddle with those. And it's cold. My fingers are cold. Hello, child. For those of you who never make it to the end of the video, this is a reminder that tonight, Saturday, March 28th, 9 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing a special Gardening Plus live chat with the Kamakura Garden, all the way from Japan. Hope you can join me. So I am back at the garlic bed, and we are going to give it some bulb protect and feed, which has ingredients of bone meal, rock phosphate, green sand, gypsum, humic acid, Epsom salt, and sulfur. And sulfur is the vital ingredient we're going for here. It has gotten really chilly out here. That's all the cold I can muster. Thank you for joining me this week, and every time that you do, commenting and watching in general. I really appreciate you. I will get back to you soon. Obviously, don't miss tonight's live, and otherwise, talk to you all again. So we'll have some more. Bye!